understanding your car's pedal controls. For many beginners, sitting in the driver's seat for the first time can feel overwhelming. Modern cars contain many different controls, pedals, switches, warning lights, and displays, all of which can seem confusing at first glance. The good news is that most driving controls quickly become familiar with practice. This chapter explains the main controls learners will use regularly and how they work together to help the driver operate the vehicle safely and smoothly. The key is not trying to memorize everything instantly. Confidence develops gradually through repetition and experience. The three main pedals. Most manual cars in the UK use 3 pedals: clutch pedal, brake pedal, accelerator pedal. These pedals are operated using the feet and control how the vehicle moves, slows down, and changes gear. From left to right, the pedals are normally arranged as clutch to brake to accelerator. Understanding the clutch pedal. The clutch is often one of the most confusing parts of learning to drive in a manual car. The clutch connects and disconnects the engine from the wheels during gear changes. Beginners usually need time to develop clutch control, especially when moving off, changing gears, reversing, or performing hill starts. At first, learners may stall the engine, lift the clutch too quickly, or feel the car shaking. This is completely normal. Smooth clutch control develops through practice and patience. Driving tip: most learners stall the engine occasionally. Do not panic. Calmly restart the car and continue learning, making sure you are in neutral. The bite point. The bite point is the position where the clutch begins connecting power to the wheels. When learners slowly raise the clutch pedal, they may feel slight vibration, engine sound changing, or the car gently wanting to move forward. This is the bite point. Learning to recognize this feeling is one of the most important early driving skills. Late observation often causes sudden braking. Good drivers plan ahead and brake smoothly. Understanding the brake pedal. The brake pedal slows down or stops the vehicle. Good braking should normally feel smooth, controlled, and gradual. Beginners often brake too suddenly, too late, or too sharply. Smooth braking improves with anticipation and observation. Drivers who look well ahead usually brake more calmly because they spot hazards earlier. Understanding the accelerator. The accelerator pedal controls the vehicle's speed by increasing engine power. Beginners sometimes press the accelerator too hard, too suddenly, or inconsistently. Smooth acceleration is safer and makes driving more comfortable for passengers. Gentle pressure is usually all that is needed. Simple beginner reference guide. The gear stick manual cars use gears to control engine power and speed efficiently. Most learner vehicles use first gear, second gear, third gear, fourth gear, fifth gear, and reverse gear. At first, gear changes may feel complicated, but eventually they become automatic through repetition. Simple beginner reference guide. Steering wheel controls. Modern steering wheels may contain horn, audio controls, cruise control, phone buttons, and dashboard controls. However, beginners should initially focus mainly on steering smoothly, maintaining lane position, and observing the road properly. The steering wheel should always be held firmly but not tightly. Tension often causes jerky steering movements. Indicators and signaling indicators allow drivers to communicate intentions to other road users. Drivers use indicators when turning, changing lanes, moving off, change or pulling over. A good signaling helps improve road safety and reduces confusion. However, drivers should never assume indicators guarantee what another vehicle will do. Hazard awareness. Always observe the vehicle itself, not just the indicator signal. Other drivers do make mistakes. Windscreen wipers and visibility. Drivers must maintain clear visibility at all times. Windscreen wipers help clear rain, dirt, mist, and road spray. Beginners should learn wiper controls, washer controls, and demister functions early. Poor visibility can dramatically reduce reaction times. Build familiarity with controls, lights, and headlights. Vehicle lights help drivers see clearly and be seen by others. Drivers may use side lights, dipped headlights, full beam, fog lights, and hazard warning lights. Using lights correctly becomes especially important during darkness, rain, fog, and poor weather. Build familiarity with controls. The handbrake. The handbrake helps keep the vehicle stationary when parked. It is especially important on hills, during hill starts, and when parking safely. Some modern vehicles now use electronic handbrakes instead of traditional manual levers. Introduces different systems learners may encounter. Learning calmly and gradually. Many beginners initially feel overloaded, trying to remember pedals, mirrors, gears, steering, observation, and road signs all at once. This is completely normal. Over time, many actions gradually become automatic. The key is staying calm, practicing regularly, and focusing on steady improvement. Driving tip safe. Driving is not about rushing. Smooth, calm control usually creates safer decisions. Common beginner mistakes. Some learners stare at the gear stick, grip the wheel too tightly, rush gear changes, forget indicators, or panic after stalling. These are normal learning experiences. Confidence develops gradually through practice. Drivers should keep their eyes on the road ahead whenever possible. Building muscle memory. With experience, the brain gradually develops muscle memory. This means actions such as changing gears, steering, braking, and clutch control eventually become much more natural and automatic. This is why regular practice is so important. Chapter summary: most car controls become easier with practice. Smooth control is safer than rush movements. Clutch control develops gradually. Good observation improves braking and steering. Indicators help communication, but should not always be trusted. Calm drivers usually make smoother decisions. Confidence builder. Every experienced driver once had to learn pedals, gears, mirrors, steering, and clutch control for the very first time. At first, it may feel complicated. With practice, these skills gradually become natural and much easier. To retain what you have heard for it would be a good idea to listen again. In the next part, we will be covering moving off and stopping safely.